is not so easy for some people. Uh, how not to run away from myself. When I run away and I'm aware of it, to ask myself, what pushes me? Why do I do that? What am I afraid of? What is so unpleasant? Of course, I am free. I can run away. I can turn away the attention from myself. But of course, I can turn towards myself and to concentrate on myself, on what I feel. So this is one first element. I can, becoming aware and conscious of what I'm doing, confront myself, talk with myself, and try to speak with myself. To speak with myself in a way which is trying to understand and not to judge, not to devaluate. If I start devaluating myself, this is not inner dialogue. Inner dialogue goes the way that I'm interested in myself. What is moving me? What do I feel? With what is it connected? Since when do I feel that way? Etc. etc. A second element, when I am aware that I run away and I can't stop it, that I go to somebody, to my partner, to a friend, to a psychotherapist, and tell him or her that I do this. And to talk with another person. This is the way which is the most common way for people to develop personally, by talking with other people, by entering a dialogue, by just telling them what I'm doing and try and asking the other person if he or she can understand what I do. And then to ask her, do you have questions? Do you questions to understand better? Because what you do not understand is something what I also don't understand in myself. A little bit like in psychotherapy, a guided dialogue, a dialogue where people remain on the theme. Sometimes a partner or a friend is not capable to do it, and they start to speak about themselves, etc. It can make it even worse. Then, if you don't have an appropriate person, go for a psychologist, for a psychotherapist, for a counselor to, to speak about it, to have a vis-a-vis, somebody who encounters you. Because the I can grow, me, I can grow only in the encounter and the dialogue with other people, with other persons who try to understand me and to see me. In behind this running away from oneself, there can be real big pain, uh, difficult experiences which we had before, which are so hurting that it's too hard to and to face these pains, these thorns in my skin only by myself. Then we need assistance, a person who accompanies us. And this is very human. No child can develop and become a personality without having this opportunity with first with their parents, with, who encounter them and look at them and ask and give impressions, give back feedback, impressions, feedback, and also judgments. And this helps us to come closer to ourselves. For some people, this is enough, and some people really need a psychotherapy to finally come closer to themselves and to start to live their lives. And this is a chance of this quarantine time, that we become aware what we are doing. I had a patient recently who told me that it is so difficult for her to be alone. She lives alone, 40 years. She's not in a risk group uh, because uh, she normally is running away from herself and by occupying herself, by going to other people, and and she, for the moment, she just has the feeling that she misses the social encounter. But when we looked closer at it, she realized she does not really miss these superficial talks with the people, but she misses the escape from herself. And now she can't. And for the first time in her life, she came closer to herself in this therapeutic session. And she started to speak about things, what she said she never spoke about that with anybody, not even with her closest friend. And so she came really closer to herself. But it needs somebody who has an interest in me, an interest to try to understand what is going on and to stop her tricking herself out. And this happened. And so this was a very great meeting, a first meeting of herself in such a deep level in her whole life, thanks to Corona.